Hi, folks. This is Tim with Narhi Auctions. Hey, we're going to be teaming together with David Helmer and the Super Auction on November 22nd to sell the Van Gotham collection of toys, models of various types. I'll do a quick walkthrough here with you on this. It also has a big, large, small-scale train collection that hasn't had a chance to get all spread out yet. But I'm going to estimate there's probably around 3,000 models here of cars, trucks, and we'll kind of walk through and see some of the different categories that are in here. And I'm just going to do kind of a quick walkthrough. So starts off. We got a Hemi engine up there. There are aerospace things of different type. Lots of semi-trucks and tractors. There's 125th, 124th scale. I'm not familiar with all the different scales that are available, but there's probably a little of everything. There's boats. There's a lot of airplanes, a lot of fighter jets, as well as blimps and 747s and things. Lots of trucks, vintage trucks, modern trucks. There's even some. There's a rat fink truck right there. There's construction equipment. A lot of these are going to be sold in groups, just because there's so many. So there's some Budweiser and themed trucks. There's all kinds of cars. I see Woody station wagon, Jumbo Jimmy. There's if you got a special kind of car you like, there's a good chance there's a model of it in here. This futuristic car up there. There's lots of racetrack type stuff. There's an Edsel Pacer in that group in there, next to the Diablo. There's a Dodge Diora show car. This is just phenomenal amount of stuff. It's the Van Gotham collection. This one's got an RT10 Viper. There's a Super V in that group. There's also an Edsel in that group. Lots of cars. These are the typical scale model size. In this one, they're showing 125ths. There are some bigger ones that we'll walk by and see as well. But I'm just doing a fast scan, and I'm certainly not hitting them all. These are all out of one house. And there's a similar amount of train stuff that we'll be selling as well. Lots of really nice. These cars go right on down through. There's Super Sports in there. Kind of a cool piece there. Rommel's rod. German half-track thing. Lots of Mopars and Fords and Chevys and just probably whatever. There's a little bit of vintage stuff in there. Some of it's hot rodded. Some of it's not. A little bit of older stuff in there. Some of it's old. There's a 61 that's an older. Some of these are in older boxes. There's some bigger stuff here. Some of the bigger stuff down there. There's a Mercedes and more Ford Woody in that group, along with the Ferrari GTO. There's a 60s Chevys in there. And it's not just cars and trucks. There's a pretty good. Here we got the farm tractors. There's a Porsche farm tractor and some John Deere 4430s. Haunted Manors. dinosaurs, Jurassic Park stuff, Jolly Roger type stuff here. More Godzilla and Rodan. Motorcycles, choppers, three-wheelers. Here's the other side of the bigger scale models down here. I'm not sure they're even, this is preliminary, so you'll want to be here to see what you're buying on a lot. They're not lotted yet, so we don't have lot numbers at this point. So if they're in their final destinations yet, I'm not sure. We're still working on that. There's just a lot of cool stuff, though. You want to mark the calendar to be at the super auction. I think it's 5121 Michigan Avenue, Tipton, Michigan, on November 22nd. It's a Saturday. It'll be a live auction. There's BJ and the Bear, the Mod Squad, some TV themed models. There's Lost in Space stuff. There's Space 1999, Battlestar Galactica. A lot of sci-fi stuff. Star Trek. Lots of Star Trek. Next Generation as well. Knight Rider, this is more TV themed stuff. Hogan's Heroes. Bonzarelli. Cannonball Run. A-Team. Back to the Future. Dukes of Hazzard. Ghostbusters. Scooby-Doo. Speed Racer. T.J. Hooker. Star Wars. Sure to be here. Join us. November 22nd, 2025.